I am genuinely really undecided about if what got revealed today is going to be good or bad for Star Citizen. Hey guys, it is Croncy and welcome to another Star Citizen video. I know, 2 days after the last one. What? So something got revealed today in addition to the roadmap update, and I wanted to go through both and talk a little bit about what's coming, what's changed in 3.13, and what we can expect going forward through this year. To start off with, we had a roadmap update and we had a couple of changes, a couple of lock-ins. To start off with, sliding, which was slated for starting in Q4 2021, has now moved off the progress tracker and is slated sometime in 2022. And we've gotten two things added to the progress tracker, which are the actor status T2. This looks at hygiene, NPC status tracking, multiple bites, DNA integrity, medical insurance, cybernetic limbs, and cloning. And that gets me really excited. We've got cloning coming in sometime soon. We also have another small home outpost, and this is a rundown. So I assume it's going to be, like a small home with lots of issues, rust, needs to be fixed, that sort of thing. In addition to that, we've got some updates to the release view, things coming out from 3.13, 3.14 and onwards. Some things have been removed from 3.13, those being missile operator mode, missiles guidance and control rework, and surrender. And they claimed that this was due to Xena threat pushing a lot of these things a bit further, but they're claiming that when they do release in 3.14, they're going to be a lot more polished than they would have been had they been released in 3.13. So I'm a little disappointed that we don't get surrender, and missile operator mode was something I was really excited for, but I'm not too mad. I can wait a little bit longer. We've got some lock-ins for 3.13, so that's object push and pull, mounted guns, which is going to be really cool, and we're going to see a video about that very soon from CIG. Force reactions, new asteroid stanton system, cave entrances, both drive-in and sinkhole, refinery stations, the non-commercial overlays, vehicle visual degradation, vehicle names and serial numbers, all of those have been locked in for 3.13. Keep track of that vehicle names and serial numbers, as we're going to have a bigger talk about that in a second. But before we do, also added to the release view for 3.13, we have mining subcomponents. So these are things you're going to be able to put on your ship that are going to give you maybe more power, or maybe better for cracking certain types of rocks. Think of them as consumables, but permanently fit onto your ship. Shield Effects version 2, this will be pretty sweet. It's going to show a better visual of damage that's dealt to the ship. It's going to conform more to the shape of the ship. So very excited for that. And a UI for Reputation. Now they did actually leak a concept version of the UI for Reputation a couple of days ago. Here's what that looks like. And it's getting me very excited. It's really, really cool. It's something that I've wanted ever since they brought in Reputation last patch. So with the roadmap out of the way, ship naming. Now, ship naming is on its way. There's a lot of controversy on it already. We've only known that it was going to come in 100% within the last 12 hours or so, and there's some things coming with it. So over on Spectrum, we've got a post from one of the staff CIG members. So basically this is what's going to happen for ship naming. Firstly, it's only going to apply to 5 ships as of 3.13. That is the Aegis Hammerhead, the Aegis Reclaimer, the Mercury Star Runner, the Origin 600i, and the 890 Jump. Previously, a lot of us had been under the impression that ship names were not going to be unique, but serial numbers will be. Serial numbers will still be unique, which is very good. We also now know vehicle names will be unique based on the hull. So multiple people could call their ship Millennium Falcon, but only one Mercury Star Runner could ever be called the Millennium Falcon. Before we get into the issues with that, they did mention that filters are in place to catch inappropriate names, which I'm very happy about. And they mentioned that this will be a staged thing. So the longer that you have been backing the game, or the older that you've had the pledges for these ships, the sooner that you are going to be able to name your ship and reserve your name. So for example, from March 1st, anyone who was a concept pledge for any of those ships mentioned, or is a golden ticket holder, will be able to name their ship first. Then the following week, concierge and people that bought the ships later, and so on and so on. It's different for each ship, but it's a good way to reward those people that have had those concepts for quite a long time now. So, the issue that a lot of people are harking on about, as I said, unique names per hull. So that means only one Mercury Star Runner can be named Millennium Falcon. What isn't super apparent, and I hope they address, is does that mean that there are going to be people that are naming their stuff Millennium Falcon and trying to circumvent that issue. I really hope they don't, because that's really going to break a lot of immersion if that's possible. I do like the idea of unique ship names per hull. I think that's really cool, and it means every time I see a ship in the verse, I know that that's a unique ship, right? That one can tell a story. But if that's going to create more problems than just letting everyone name their ship whatever they want, then that's what I'm in favor of. So I'm really curious over the next couple of days, when they start addressing a lot of the questions that people have about this announcement, what ends up being the case. Let me know in the comments what you think CIG are going to do with this. Hopefully we'll get an answer one way or the other, but we might be waiting until 3.13 for that to happen. As for now, I'm going to head off, so have a good day, guys, and I'll see you around.